This self-grading quiz over here on the right is something I found online a few years ago. It works pretty good, but it's not perfect, so it has a few things that need to be tweaked. I'm going to go through it as fast as I can. It starts off over here on the right, I have the output in the browser window, and over here on the left, I actually have the code so that I can point to different parts at the same time. You start off with your HTML and your head, title with the word home quiz. Home quiz, if you look up here at the top, that is the title in the tab of the browser. We have a couple styles here. The table data cell, and the table header all have a border of thick black outset, background color tan, font weight bolder. Then I gave the table its own background color of pink with a padding of 10 pixels. That's why you see this pink outline right here, because giving the padding 10 pixels means there's more space between the edge of the table and whatever the next thing is inside, so that you could see the difference between the table element and the table row with the table data cells in it. The table header, the header is up here. I gave that a color of green, which that's what you see, the text is green. The font size is 1.25 EM. That means it's 1.25 times bigger than the rest of the font. The padding is 5 pixels. The table data cell also has a padding of 5 pixels. That ends the style. The script is rather long. There's a variety of functions in the script. There's a function jump box list. There's a function init, and the initializing function right here creates a bunch of arrays, a bunch of lists of items. Then there's another function called next question form, another function called check answer form, and a final function clear form, and that ends the script and ends the head, and then we get into the body and all these parts that you're looking at. Let me go over this as quick as I can. Function jump box list, location.href equals list.options, and then in straight brackets list.selectedIndex.value. I don't know how to explain that, so I'm just going to go to the next function. Function init, questions equals new array. This array is a list of the questions that this quiz actually goes through. Questions, and then in straight brackets 1 means the first element in this array, and it's the question, what was the name of David's gigantic opponent? And then it goes on to a second question and a third, all the way to 15 questions. After that, we have answer A equals new array. And A right here, this is the A array. You're going to have 15 different answers. The answers might be right, the answers might be wrong, but there's 15 things that are going to possibly be in this particular space. Answer A1 is going to be the very first option for the very first question. Since this is question 5, let's see answer with the index of 5 equals domain. And as you see, in A is domain. If we go down to the third array, answers B equals new array, we are on question 5, so look at answers B5. The word is creation. You see how that matches? Same thing for answer C equals new array. We have 15 different answers for C, and they're all going to follow in the same order that the questions are. So answer C5, temple, that's a possible answer for you to choose from. And answer D, same thing. It's going to have a different possibility. Answer D, index 5, is footstool. So you read this question. This is the 5th question, and you have these 4 different things to choose from, and only one of them's right. So you come down here and you're going to pick what you think it is. Let's say he thinks the earth is his footstool, which sounds ridiculous, but I'm typing D in. The next array up here is right answer. Well, it's not spelling right answer, but that's what it's short for. Right ants equals new array. Right ants 1 equals C. We're on the fifth one. The right answer to this particular question is D. Oh, I guess it is footstool then. Check current answer. Congratulations, you are correct. That brings your cumulative score to 1 out of a possible 5. Click on next question to continue. The earth is my footstool. Yeah, that's something. Okay. So we have, this is basically the answer key. It tells you question 1 is C, question 2 is A, question 3 is B, and so on and so forth. It is an array of correct answers. Then we have this array called reference equals new array. What this is if you get an answer wrong. Let's go to next question. Question number 6, if I go up here I can cheat and find the right answer, is C. Let me pick the wrong answer for 6. Let me pick A. Check current answer. Okay, sorry, you are incorrect. Well, reference 6, if you get it wrong, it's going to tell you to read Daniel 6:9. Daniel 6:9. So this says, sorry, you're incorrect. Please refer to Daniel 6:9 before retaking the quiz. This brings your cumulative score to 1 out of a possible 6. Click on next question to continue. And while we're at it, that ends the function init. So to review, we created an array of 15 questions, an array of possible answers for A, 1 through 15, B, possibilities, 15 of them, C, possibilities, 15 of them, D, possibilities, 15 of those, right answers, there's 15 right answers, and if you're wrong, there's 15 references for you to study the Bible so that you understand the correct answer. Function next question form. Var quiz end equals eval and in parentheses 15 times 1. This says that it's setting the total number of questions equal to the variable called quiz end. So basically what this means is 15, the value of 15 is in the variable called quiz end. If quiz end was a box, what number would be wrote on a piece of paper in the box? The value would be 15. Here's an if question. If form.quest like for question number dot value equals quiz end. So if the value of the question number in the form is 15, and one way that I can show you what quest number is this is in Notepad++. I highlight this. It's going to highlight everywhere in the whole code where this particular word is. So it's asking if the value of something is equal to quiz end, and we created quiz end to be 15. So let's see what that means. What is quest no? Well, it's used in quite a bit of our coding, but I want to know what element it is. And there it is. Down in the body, I get to see what is named quest no. And it's in the second table row. Here's the first row. Here's the second row. And the first TD is this, question plus the pound symbol. The second TD is here. So this box right here is what quest no is. It's a text box. And if the value of this text box, going back up to our original function, if that value is equal to quiz end, which we created as 15 times 1, so it's the value of 15, when this is 15, and we hit next question, you see how everything went blank? Well, if form.questNo.value equals quiz end, which it means if this is 15, I just showed you how it worked, then what's going to happen is form.question.value is blank. This is supposed to go blank. Oh no, this. Here's the question value in here. This went blank. Form.choiceA.value went blank. This one. Form.choiceB.value went blank. Form.choiceC.value went blank. Form.choiceD.value went blank. Form.yourchoice.value, which is an answer, that went blank. And form.results.value, that's this right here, has the string literal that says end of quiz, your final results are listed below. And sure as heck, that's what happened. Else means if that's not true. Let's say this number is not 15, let's say it's 2. If it's 2 and I hit next question, 2 went up by 1. So if form.questNo.value is nothing, if there was nothing there, let's delete that and hit next question. If there's nothing there, then the form.questNo.value is equal to 1. So this, when there was nothing and you hit next question, that nothing turned into a 1. If that's not nothing, let's make it 6 and hit next question. Else, form.questNo.value equals eval form.questNo.value, which it was 6, plus 1, it went up by 1 to 7. So if there's nothing there, it's going to be turned into 1. If there's a number there, then it's going to jump up by 1 when you hit next question. And as well as this turning into 7, our form.question.value, we're talking about the that array, that questions array that we created, questions, and in the straight brackets, form.questNo.value. So if this is 7, then the value of this questions is going to be our questions 7, which if we go up to question 7, what city did Joseph take Mary and the young child to follow his dream? What city did Joseph take Mary and the young child to following his dream? Okay, so now we're establishing what's the next question going to be, what's the next possible A going to be, because if we go to answer A, 7, that's an option, Nazareth. We go to the 7th one in B, Bethlehem is that option. And in C, 7, Jerusalem is that possibility. And D, 7, Babylon is that possibility. And the right answer is A. So if I type A in here, I'm going to say congratulations. If I type a wrong answer, then I'm going to get, I need to read Matthew 2:23. So where am I? Oh. Oh. Okay. I said if I hit next question, this is going to go up by 1. This is going to go up by 1. As far as the array goes, this is going to go up by 1. 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 All these options are going to change. While all of these change, whatever answer you had in here, let's say I got a D for an answer, then I'm going to check my answer. D is still there. I get some type of result. When I hit next question, all of these are going to go up by 1. This is going to go to empty, and this is going to go to empty. So because we don't want anything here or here when we get a new question and answer possibility set. We want to be able to read these, think about it, and put something new in here. So that's where it says form.yourchoice.value is blank and form.results.value is blank. Here's your choice, that's going to go blank, and results is going to go blank. So hit next question, and you see those two went blank, and all of these went up by 1. If form.myscore.value is equal to nothing, then form.myscore.value is going to be equal to 0. So what that means is this right here, if the points, this is, again, let's find where my score is, but not in the script. Let's go down in the body and see where the element is. My score should be this first text field or whatever. My score, there it is, points. And that's where that table data cell that says the word points. Here's the word points, and it's this text box. See? The name is my score. So if there's nothing here, there's nothing in my points, then when we hit check current answer, we should get a 0 here. Start over. Next question. You see, when there was nothing there, when we hit next question, it started us off with 0 points. Okay. That was this. If my score value has nothing in it, then they're going to put a 0 there. Else, form my score.value is going to be set to form my score.value. So if we do one and get a right answer, then this points should go up. So David's gigantic opponent was Goliath. I'll put in C. When I hit check current answer, this should go up. And it did go up. So we did one question, and I got the first question 1 out of 1 right, which gave me a percent of 100 and a letter grade of A. Now, if I go to the next question, what was the name of the sea that Moses parted? The Red Sea. Put in A. Check answer. Okay. This gave me 2 points, which the next part of the function is going to show us how they came up with 100% or letter grade A. One thing about this code is if I hit next question and then I just answer something, let me just say C, and then just hit next question, it didn't do anything as far as my points or percentage. It didn't tell me if I was right or wrong. It didn't change anything down here. I have to always hit check current answer in order to tally this up right here. How many times did Samson lie to Delilah before telling her the truth? Let's see. Did he do it 3 times? Check current answer. Okay, so the only time it's tallying is when I hit check current answer, and you see it says that I've got the 3 points, 75%, and the letter grade C. Let's do next question. What does it do if I just hit next question, don't even answer? Check current answer. This brings your cumulative score to 3 out of 8. Okay, so it wasn't changing anything down here until I hit check answer. And once I hit check answer, then it shows me what my total is. I kind of thought that if I hit next question, it would keep showing me my tally, that it would change this down here, but that only happens with this button. Okay, anyway, let me go back to the code. Function check answer form. Var my score is 0, var curve is 0. This is what we're starting it out of if we start over. if form results dot value does not equal nothing. I don't know what makes this happen because I haven't seen this results value. Sorry, no guessing allowed. In order to retry this question, you'll have to start the quiz over. Click next question to continue. If form results value does not equal, what if I take this off? And now next question. Yeah, I have no idea what gives me this sorry, no guessing allowed. I'll put that exclamation back. This is a part of the code that I don't really understand. Because if I can't force it to give me this sorry, no guessing allowed, then I don't understand why it's in here. So anyway, else if form.yourchoice.value equals right answer form.questNo.value. If my answer is right, then form.myscore.value equals, and then it's got eval form.myscore.value plus eval1. So if I get a right answer, this is basically bumping whatever my score is, my points over here, it's bumping it up by 1. I wonder if this, instead of saying results, should have said your choice.value. Let me, for the heck of it, type that in. If form.yourchoice.value is not empty, that doesn't make sense either. Next question. It's not empty, but it's something weird. Check current answer. Sorry, no guessing allowed. In order to retry this question, you'll have to start the quiz over. Okay. So I didn't guess A, B, C, or D. I was just guessing. I guess what that says, but I was not guessing A, B, C, or D. I was putting something stupid in here. And sorry, no guessing allowed. In order to retry this question, you will have to start the quiz over. Click on next question to continue. Sorry, no guessing allowed. Oh. Now it's doing that for everything I put in here. So yes, let's not keep that. That definitely messed all the code up. Okay, just because I don't understand it right now doesn't mean I won't figure it out later. You know, you would think that, let me try this. Your choice. You would think it's asking if my choice is blank and I try to check my current answer, that it would tell me, sorry, no guessing allowed. So let me try that. Instead of putting anything in here, I'm leaving it blank, and let me check current answer. No, it's telling me I'm incorrect. It's not saying anything about... Yeah. Anyway, let me move on. Taking too long on this little section. Else if form your choice.value is equal to the right answer. If it's the right answer, then we are going to bump your points up to 1. And the form.results is results value is going to say, congratulations, you're correct. That brings your cumulative score to plus form.myscore.value out of a possible form dot question number dot value plus click the next question to continue. Okay, so this is checking if there's nothing in the form results, which I still don't understand that because this right here is the form results. And if you are correct, if you're correct, then you do this. Otherwise, if you're not correct and this isn't blank, that means you're wrong. So the form.results.value is going to say, sorry, you're incorrect. Please refer to, plus the reference with the form.question number value, which, like I said, if we're on question 13, the reference is going to be the 13th reference in the reference array, and it's going to tell you right here, refer to Romans 13:9 before retaking the quiz. This brings your cumulative score to form.myscore.value plus out of a possible form.question number.value. Click on the next question to continue. Then we've got this thing called curve equals form.myscore.value divided by form.question number.value. Let's look again at what the MyScore is and the quest number is down here. There's the quest number. Here's the word question and the pound sign here. So this is quest number. That's quest number. And here it is. I gotta start using these little dots because I keep losing my place. My score value, let's see where that is. There it is. And that's by points. So here's my score down here, and here's the question number. So the curve, I lost it again, is this number divided by this number. That's going to give us our curve. And then our percent value is the curve times 100, which doesn't look good right now at 0% and the letter grade is F. Curve times 100 and then comma 10. I'm not sure what comma 10 means. Let's see, start over. Next question. The answer is Goliath. Check answer. 1 divided by 1 is 100%. Times 100. I don't know what the comma 10 means. I just don't. Anyway, based on what our curve is, we're going to give it a letter based on the curve. So if the curve is greater than 90%, then the form.grade.value is going to be equal to the letter A. We can find the grade by highlighting this and going down into the body and seeing where grade, the name grade highlights. And right here, name grade is right after the words letter grade. Here's the words letter grade, and here is that text box. This text box has a name of grade. So that's how the function relates to this particular element on the page. Okie doke. If your curve is not greater than 0.90, then it's going to skip this and it's going to trickle down to the else if, and it's going to test it. Is it greater than 0.80? If that's true, it's going to give you a B in here. If it's not true, it's going to trickle to the next one. It's going to ask, is it greater than 70? If it's not greater than 70, it's going to ignore this. It's going to drop down to here. If it's not greater than 0.60, then it's going to go to the else. That's the default. If all these things up here are not true, then it's going to definitely do this. It's going to give you the grade value of an F. All right. The function clear form is pretty easy to understand. Clear form, it's going to take all of these elements up here and set them to nothing. So the question number value, it's the value in this text box, it's going to be zip. And the value of the question, this is going to be zip. The choice A, choice B, choice C, choice D, all of these things are going to be nothing. Your choice dot value here, that's going to go away. Results dot value, all this in here is going to disappear. My score value, right here where it says points, that's going to disappear. Percent value, that's going to go away. And grade value here, the letter grade, that's going to all disappear. And that's going to disappear. Clear form should be maybe this start over button. I need to see the buttons. All right, here's the buttons. This button, check answer, the on click is going to call the check answer function. This check current answer is going to make this happen. Check answer this form. Check answer, it's going to do all this. When you click that button, all of this is going to happen. All of that. When you click the second button, this button, the on click for this button is going to take us to next question, this form. It says next question. It's going to take you to that next question up here, which is this function, where it's letting you know if you hit the end of the quiz. If not, it's going to bump the question up to the next one. All of that is what this button does. And then finally, this last button that says start over, the on click is the clear form function that I just read right here. That button makes that happen, makes everything in all those text boxes disappear. So that's the end of the script, that's the end of the head. Our body, we have onload equals init. So as soon as the page loads, function init, it's going to do all this. It's going to create all those arrays. It's going to create the questions array. It's going to create the answer A array, the answer B array, the answer C array, the answer D array, the right answer array, and the reference array. All that's going to happen as soon as the page opens. You don't have to do anything to make it happen but open the page. Then we have the form. All this is showing you what you can visually see. Form with method of post. There's the table tag. This is the first table row, which goes from here to here. It's got a table row, a table header with a call span of 2, a line left. The words in the table header says self-grading quiz. All code is contained in this single index.html file. This started off as an index.html name, but I changed it to quizpage.html for my own reference. End of the header, end of the table row. Here's the second table row, from there to there. That's this row that has question in the first table data cell and this particular text box. So we have the word question, a space, and a pound sign, and a colon. And then you have another table data cell, a line left, and here's that text box. Input, type equals text, name equals questiono, size equals 4. End table data cell, end table row. Here's the third row. Goes from there to there. That third row has a table data cell that just has the word question in it. The second table data cell has a text area. That's this big long white box. It's a text area. Calls equals 57, rows equals 2, name equals question, and wrap equals virtual. End of the table data cell, end of the table row. Here's the fourth row. It goes from this table row tag to the end table row tag. First table data cell is aligned right, and you get this little A with a little parenthesis, the right parenthesis there. Then you get the second table data with another input. We're here now. We're here and here. We have input. This is the text box. Input type equals text. Name equals choice A. Size equals 75. 75 is making this nice and long. We don't have to keep it 75, but for the look of the appearance of this, I am. End table data cell, end table row. Here's the fifth row, table row. TD align right. It's got the letter B inside of it. TD align left. It has a text box. Text input type text, name equals choice B, size equals 75. End the table data cell, end the table data row. Sixth row, there's the table row and end table row. Inside it you have two table data cells. The first one has a C in it. The second one has a text box in it. Text input type text, name equals choice C, size 75. Here's the seventh table row. The left-hand table data cell says align right with a D in it. The right-hand table data cell says align left. That means the text. Align right means where does the text go pertaining to that data cell. In this one, we're aligning these to the right, but when we get to these table data cells, we're aligning it to the left so that these hug the right and this hugs the left. Input type equals text, name equals choice D, size equals 75. Whoa, Control Z that. And eighth table row, same thing. We got the word answer on the left, and on the right we have a text box. Input type text, name equals your choice, size 4. That's this and this box over here. The ninth table row, TD call span equals 2, align center. This has one TD and instead of 2, but it takes up 2 columns worth. But it's only one, but it takes up the space of 2 columns. Alignment center, which makes my buttons float in the center of the page instead of to the left or to the right. Here's the 3 buttons. This first button, the value is check current answer, the value of the second one is next question, and the value of the last one is start over. So you got input, type equals button, value equals check current answer. Here's the on-click event. The on-click event is check answer this form. Again, check answer is this next question. It's this function right here, from here to, sorry, took too much. From there to there. There's the whole check answer function that button does. And then the next button, input, type equals button, value equals next question. On-click event is next question this form. And the next question goes from here I went too far. Goes from here to there. That's what the second button does. It calls that function and does all of that. And the last button, input type equals reset, value equals start over, on click equals clear form this form. That third button, it says start over, does this function right here. Okay. End table data cell, end table data row. Here's the 10th row. You got a TD on the left that's text aligned to the right. It's got the word results. Now we're here. Then you've got a TD that is aligned center. That means this is all aligned center, and it's a text area. That's this big box, just like this one up here. Its calls is 57, rows equals 3, name equals results, wrap equals virtual. That's the end of the text area, end of the table data cell, end of the table row. And here's the very last table row, goes from there to there. TD align right with the word current score on it. That's right here. Then you got another TD that has the word points and an input, a text box. Type text, name equals my score, size equals 4. That's this text box right here. Then you have the word percentage and another text box. Here's the word percentage. Here's the text box. Input type equals text, name equals percent, size equals 6. And this right here, the and symbol, NBSP with a semicolon, that just means space. So here, after we have this text box, we have 2 spaces before the word percentage. Then we have this text box. Then we have 2 spaces before we have the word grade, letter grade. And then we have the last text box. Input type equals text, name equals grade, size equals 6. End of the TD, end of the TR. End of the table, the end of the form, end of the body, end of the HTML, and the end of all of it.